Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Common Tongue Podcasts with the cast and the amazing people from the Dungeons and Randomness Podcast. Today, we are continuing our adventure with Mandy Miyahira, and we are talking about the wonderful world of manga and manhwa and manhwa, however you say it, whatever country you're from. We had so much fun. We go into so many different topics. We talk about Chinese and Korean and Japanese comics, and then we eventually move our way into MCU, and we talk about different comic book heroes, and we talk about so much stuff. So if you're into that, hopefully you're going to love this episode. If not, maybe you'll learn some stuff, and maybe it'll open your horizons into some more fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Okay, guys, hi. Welcome to another episode of the Common Tongue Podcast. We're going to do another mediocre attempt at a podcast. We just had a conversation before we started recording, and we're just going to jump right into it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we started recording, we were talking about Manhwa and Korea. Okay, so no, we were talking about, because Brianna Marie, the co-producer of the Dungeons and Randomness Podcast, she has been doing this thing for the year of 2021 where every month is a different reading challenge. February is based on an Asian setting or an Asian character, I believe. Let's hold on. We're not even a minute in, and I'm already going to do my first fact check because I don't want Brie to yell at me.
It's fine. She'd be like, "Yeah, it's close enough."
Hold on, where is it? It's one of my recent tweets. I don't tweet a lot, but
should tweet more.
There it is. No. You know what? I'm just gonna look at Breeze, and never mind. This isn't gonna help me at all.
If I click in here, okay, good. It's like I'm going into the DNR thing. No, that's fan fiction. Reading challenge. Okay, here it is. Set in Asia or an Asian-inspired world.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, and then I tweeted out, "Is manga okay?" Because I read a lot of manga. I love me some manga.
Yes.
And I think she said yes.
Well, I said yes.
She liked it.
She liked it. I take that as a yes.
Yeah. So anyway, and then we started talking about so you started talking about the genre that is called story progression
of fantasy.
Oh, okay, that's what it's called. That's the genre. And I was like, I don't think I've ever really heard of that. And then she explained it, which, if you would be so kind as to explain it.
Oh, it is where you start as a really like wussy kind of character, and over time you get progressively stronger. And so it's not quite, it's connected to lit RPG, in where that lit RPG is you're set in a game type thing and you have stats and you level up. Progression fantasy is more just, I get strong, and it's connected to wuxia. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's pronounced wuxia or wu, because the X is a weird sound in China. In Chinese. X in, let's find out real quick, just because. So in pinyin, yeah, the X sound. The X sound. Yeah, xi. So it's kind of like, it's not quite a SH sound. It's not like a sh. It's like a TSH. Kind of. Yeah, wuxia.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we started talking about that, and then I think I talked about this with Alex. That genre is all about Chinese martial arts and the idea of cultivation. Yeah. And then we got into Korean, because I said that Chinese is my favorite language, which is weird because most people like Japanese is their favorite Asian language. I said, no, mine is Chinese, Korean, and then Japanese. And then we started talking about manhwas, which are Korean versions of manhwa and manga. And then we started talking about solo leveling. And oh my gosh, dude, solo leveling is the best.
It's the
oh my gosh.
Is it? Has it started the next
I
arc?
don't think season 3
Oh
has started yet.
oh man, it's so good.
It is unbelievable how good that story is.
It is. I was reading it on Manga Dex, which it's for free, so it's you should support your authors and stuff. But I really wanted to read it, and so I missed a chunk of it because they have like a chunk of it missing where at the beginning. But man, what I read is so. I just eat that up. I need to find.
Oh
I need
my
to go pay
gosh.
for it. It's so good.
Another one that's really good that's Korean based is The Gamer.
Ooh.
If you've never read The Gamer, that's a really, really good one. It's super. The best way I can explain it is it's kind of like Hitman in the sense that you have the world, right? You have normal life, but then underneath that layer of normalcy, there's in The Gamer they call it the abyss, which is all your people who have magic abilities, all your martial arts fighters, all your people who have weird abilities, that kind of stuff, all categorized in the abyss. And so the MC finds out that he has an ability called the Gamer, and basically his life is built like an RPG where he levels up, and anybody who associates with him or anybody in his party can get benefits like that, but normally people don't have that.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's super good. It's wild, but it gets into weird stuff about morality in hard situations where it's super, super good. I really, really like The Gamer. Gamer's super good. I could go through my entire list and just we could talk about this whole thing because oh my gosh,
they're so good. Let's see, what was I reading recently? Dungeon Reset is really good.
I started that one. That's the one with that weird is it like a bunny character?
Yep, the bunny character. Yeah.
Yeah, that one feels a little bit too much like Tower of God to me.
Oh, I haven't
And
seen that.
I got really bored with Tower of God.
Oh, I just like that he had like a really wussy power and just, progression fantasy, wussy power and just made the most of it and became awesome at what he does.
Okay, are you familiar with the I don't know what the genre is called in Japanese, but the reborn kind of
isekai?
Yeah, that one.
Yes. Oh,
okay.
I eat that up. I love that.
Okay, no. Then if you like that, I recommend this to everybody. Everybody who has ever known me, I always recommend this to them if they ever want to get into really good, like a mix of isekai and wuxia.
Ooh.
It's Tales of Demons and Gods. That is my top, just 100% top of the line. That is top shelf for me.
I am
bookmarking
this because I'm going to read it tomorrow. Who cares about work?
The main character it's so good because the story starts out about explaining the city and the world that they live in, right? And then it immediately jumps into where the MC died and then is reborn as his younger self.
Ooh, I love those so
much. But with
much.
all his knowledge.
Yes.
It's those are so good. It's super good.
I love any isekai. I've been getting into the otome isekai, and it's just like, yes, they become the girls go back in time, they become like duchesses and something, and they have to live in this, and it's like, I love this so much. It's great.
Is that kind of like the Ghostly Doctor?
Oh, I love Ghostly Doctor. Yeah.
Ghostly Doctor is so good.
It's so good. That one's so good.
I'm so glad I have somebody to talk to this about who knows all these. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, that's kind of otome isekai, but more like otome isekai is more focused on the romance part. And there is romance in Ghostly Doctor. But
wait a minute, that is then that's something like hold on, I know I have it saved in here. They haven't updated it in forever. Where is it? Hold on.
There's so many.
I know, but there's one specific one that I really liked. Oh gosh. Did it not save? Oh crap! I don't think it's saved.
No.
So one of the ones that I found, it's a Chinese one. It's called Shen Yi Di Nu, and it's basically so this girl in the modern world dies and is reborn as the second daughter of a Chinese minister. And basically she becomes this super powerhouse who marries one of the crown princes in this country. And it's so good. It's kind of like Ghostly Doctor.
Oh, I got it. Okay. What was it called?
Shen Yi Di Nu. So Shen, like dragon, and then Yidinu. And I'm super sorry. Anybody who actually speaks Korean or Chinese, I'm super sorry.
Yeah, me too. I'm not good at the other Asian languages. I'm not even good at Japanese, and I should be a little bit better.
Oh gosh, there are so many good ones in here though. If I'm going to be 100% honest though, so Tales of Demons and God, that's my favorite. A very, very close second. It's like a 4-way tie for second because there are 2 authors that I really, really like. And they're all Chinese though. That's the problem.
Nice, of course.
And so this guy, his name is Tengjia San Shao. He wrote a series called Soul Land. I don't know if you're familiar with Soul Land.
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
Tang-san. Tang-san is my god. He is so good. So that's a really, really good series. Soul Land is the first one. It deals with the main character. His name is Tang-san. He is super cool. The other one is, the author's name is, oh gosh. Is it, I think it's Tian Kao. Oh crap. I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, I was really close. It's Tiankan Tudo. And he wrote a series called Battle Through the Heavens.
I'm that is also all these.
Dude, yeah. Xiao Yan is again super good. Like I said, these are some of my favorite series. And then this one is called Hypothesis. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one.
That sounds familiar. Have I read
that? That one's really good. It's by a group called Bronzai Studio.
Ooh.
Which I don't know if they've done anything else. Nope, they've only done Hypothesis as far as I know.
I'm gonna bookmark it, make sure. Got double check.
Yeah. And then the last one is called Star Martial God Technique.
Oh, that sounds familiar too.
That one is by Mad Snail. But yeah, especially Tang Jia, his stories are 90% always fantastic.
Oh,
I think there's one that I didn't like, but oh my gosh.
Well, now I'm not going to get any work done tomorrow.
You're absolutely welcome. I have no shame. Feng Chi Kan Lang. That's Kang Lan? Feng Chi Kang Lan. That's another one of those. I don't know if I would classify that one as like an otome, but it's kind of. That's another one of those Chinese ones. I don't know. For some reason in my head, Japanese writers come up with really, really good stuff. But for some reason, to me, Korean and Chinese stories are so much better.
I feel like they get the drama and interaction between characters a lot better. And it's like, fine, I guess you do. Because some of these otome manga I read that are in Korean or Chinese, it's like, oh, that's a gut punch.
Right?
Oh.
And I think it also feels, in my opinion, this is purely my opinion, Chinese, specifically Chinese comics, they have a really good system of progression that seems not necessarily natural, because the MC never is natural in any one of these, but it seems like a more natural progression. It's not just a jump from point A to point end.
because they always got to work for it. Every single
and that's
step.
why I like it.
Yeah, that's why. It's like they had to go hunt for the 1,000-year-old ginseng by climbing the mountain barefoot. It's just
so
like,
good.
Oh my
god. On that note, though, one of the same ones, I think Tangja did this one. He currently is doing a series called oh no, I can literally see the MC in my head. Oh no, where is it? Come on, don't do this to me. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends. Oh no, it's Tian Kan. Okay, cool. This one is called Yuan Sun. This one is super interesting because Yuan Sun and Battle Through the Heavens has the same start of the story, where the MC was this super powerful character, child prodigy, and then somehow they lost that power and then had to start from zero all the way back up with the help of either some mentor or just whatever. And it's just, and then it's explosive. So good. So fantastic.
It's so heartbreaking, when
it is though.
Because especially in cultivation, when they're that high up, and then that's just years and just sweat and blood and tears, and for them to drop, it's like, oh my god.
And that's why Yuan Sun is one of my favorite ones, because it wasn't even his fault. It was the fact that he was poisoned. And then it's so good. That is one you absolutely have to read. I don't care if there are 3 that I recommend you read. It would probably be, oh crap, this is really hard now that I'm actually thinking about it, because I thought it would. Okay, I can't. Oh no, I thought this was going to be a lot easier.
Your babies are fighting in your mind. No, I'm your favorite. No, I'm your favorite.
Because they're also, okay, everybody knows this about me at this point. I'm a sucker for a good story, and all these stories are so good.
Yes, they are.
So number 1, you have to read Tales of Demons and God. I've reread that series probably 8 times, and it hasn't even finished yet.
All these never. No, they're never
going to finish.
They never finish.
So that's the first one that you have to read. Second, probably I would have to go. It's so hard. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you're probably going to like Apotheosis more.
Okay.
And then Yuan Sun.
Okay. I'm going to order that in my bookmark list. That one.
Because I know there are people who would probably like Battle Through the Heavens more, or you might actually like Soul Land too. Not Soul Land as well, but Soul Land 2, because there's Soul Land 2, and then Soul Land 3, and then Soul Land 4. None of them are finished, but who cares?
They never will be, but that's okay. There's more for us to enjoy.
I just thought of a memory.
Oh.
Have you ever read The Breaker?
Oh my god. Why does that sound familiar?
Breaker is a Korean one. That's my favorite Korean one, hands down, more than Solo Leveling.
Let me look at a picture of this. Oh no, I have not.
Okay, no. It's okay, here's the problem. Breaker, I think, is around 75 chapters.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad. And then there's Breaker New Waves, which is basically season 2. I've been waiting on season 3 for 5 years, it seems like. That one is really good because it's not necessarily believable, but it's more modern. It's more real world.
It does look. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks kind of old school.
It is very old school for Korean. It's black and white, which nowadays almost all Korean manhwa are 99% colored.
Ooh, this looks so good. Oh,
Oh, the art style
dang.
is phenomenal. There's I want to say it's in Breaker, not New Waves. There's some artwork in there, and it is so good.
Oh my god.
Like the amount of detail that and that's why I like. Okay, that's why I think I like black and white Korean work more than I like color in some cases, because you get a lot more detail, I feel
Mm,
like
there
yes, the
is.
digital looks
Yeah.
really crisp and really clean,
Mm-hmm.
but the black and white looks so good, especially in Breaker.
Yeah, this looks amazing. Why is he so messed up? Oh, this poor buddy.
Oh, no, you want a progression story? This is the most painful one you will ever watch,
Oh,
because he doesn't get powered until the end of season 1.
oh my god, poor bub. And he looks like he's oh my god. Okay, I know I'm gonna love this one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is your favorite any any of these?
Ooh, let's see.
Because
Hmm.
I've been talking about mine for the last 20 minutes, it feels like, because I've been gushing about this. It's now your turn to gush for 20 minutes.
Okay, my favorite. God, that's so
What is
hard.
your top shelf
Okay. Of Are we just
of
going
anything?
oh, anything? Let's see. Okay, I'm
Because
looking
for
through my
me,
list.
Tales of Demons and God, that's out of everything that I've ever read,
Mhm.
including what like Naruto, Bleach,
Yeah.
D Gray Man when I was
Mhm,
a
mhm.
kid, everything top shelf. That's what I'm going. Tales of Demons and Gods. What is yours?
I think Soul Leveling is probably one of the top just because it is so,
It's
so
so
good. Oh, and just seeing him work his way up and just get
good.
so strong, and then just at the end of the last, arc, he was just like, "How high
How are
can
you
you
gonna leave it
go?"
there?
Yeah, how are you gonna leave it? It's like it's so amazing. That is one of the
That's a
top.
good example of good Korean artwork
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
in terms of digital, because
Mhm.
so those are the two. If you want good examples of good Korean artwork in Korean manhwa,
Mhm.
it's Solo Leveling and Breaker. Those are the two best examples in my head.
Mhm, mhm. Let's see. I'm gonna just focus on Korean and Chinese stuff because, God, if I were to bring manga in, I would have to be like, oh no, let me go look at everything.
Hmm.
Let's see. One of my current favorites is like complete different, like not isekai, not
Is
fighting
it
or
Fruits
anything.
Baskets?
Okay, I used to love Fruits Basket. I still love it, but I said no manga, no Japanese manga now. Uh,
Hey.
it's a Korean manga called Bring the Love. It is so cute. It is just this romantic um manhwa where the main character is this woman who goes back to live with her at her family estate, and she had been a general and she was badass, but she has to go back to, because I think her dad dies and there's nobody to take over, and they'll lose the estate if one of
Hmm.
them isn't there. And
I already like this. I can tell you already. I already like this. I
and
found it, and I already like this.
oh, it's something. It just she's beautiful and strong. She is incredibly strong. You look at her and she looks so feminine and just like slender, but she can beat the fork out of all of them.
Have you read Otherworldly Pharmacist? That one's a Japanese one.
I
I think it's called Otherworld Pharmacy.
I
I don't
might.
remember.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm reading and I don't remember it's now. There's like Pupillary Master and they all kind of blend together.
Yeah,
Like Ghostly Doctor, they all blend together.
I have it right here actually, because that's one of my favorites. But and there's a reason why I bring this up, and it's called, oh, I'm gonna butcher this. It's called Isekai Yakyoku,
Okay.
and I think it translates to otherworldly pharmacy. Otherworld, another. I don't know.
Same thing. Oh, I've never named.
So the reason why I bring this up is because that art style and Bring the Love, it kind of reminds me of this mixed with Full Metal Alchemist. Like it's good. I really like this art style.
Oh yeah, and I think it just gets better the more it goes, and it's just pretty, and it just like the main lead, male lead is so cute. He's one of those ones where he looks scary, but he's actually just kind of shy and stuff. I eat that up.
You know, you mentioned it, and I think it bears repeating. It's so satisfying watching an artist's style change while they're writing the story.
Oh yeah.
And okay, 75% of the time. There was one series that I was reading, and that I think at about chapter 60, the art style changed in a horrible direction.
Oh, you never see that. Oh my God.
Oh, I was so upset because it wasn't like a gradual progression either. It was just one chapter was this way and then the next was horrible.
Oh, why would they do
it? It was so bad.
Oh my God.
I'm going to have to read this. I'm going to read this tonight.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. It's so fun. What's another thing that I'm into? Good.
We know you like Ghostly Doctor.
Oh, I do love Ghost. It's like I love all of these Ghostly Doctors. So good. I like Dungeon Reset. That's just fun.
Do you like Shield Hero?
Oh yeah, I love Shield Hero. That's good.
Shield Hero is really difficult for me.
Really?
Yeah, the beginning of Shield Hero is so hard.
Is it because he's very tortured?
No. It was what happens to him.
Yeah, it's
with the princess. That was that was the worst situation.
I love the revenge isekai. Something about me is just like, yes, you.
Do you like Arifureta?
I liked it in the beginning, and then I got bored through the first after the third volume. For some reason, I'm just like, it's just not as fun anymore. I don't know why. Just the first bits were cool in that it's like, yeah, you get better, you. But then I don't know. I don't like. Is that the one where he has a gun? Yeah, and I was just like, nah, you're losing me. That's getting a little weird. I don't know. I don't like guns in my fantasy for some reason.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. But it's just the way that he does it is super interesting. I don't. Oh man, I really like those. I don't know the way to say it, like where they're given a crappy job and then they make it overpowered.
Yeah. Oh, I love those.
The best example of that is I'm currently reading. I think I read so many that I can't. I genuinely can't remember the names. I think it's called. It's something about word magic.
Oh, that's weird.
Konjiki no Moji Tsukai. I don't know any of these names in English. I apologize. But basically, the job that he's given that's a weird one is not dying, but the teleportation, like the summoning of heroes. That's a really interesting trope. And I really have you never read stuff like that where a group of people get summoned into a world and they don't die?
I mean, like Shield Hero?
Or... Yeah, duh, Shield Hero, duh, yeah. But so that's what it is. But instead of being part of the hero group, it's just a random person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what this is.
Interesting. Yeah, most of the time they're the hero. What's one where they aren't a hero?
The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. I don't know if you've ever read that one.
I've read a couple. I don't know if it's...
Another good example of that one is I was just recently reading this. They haven't updated it in forever. Crap, where are you? I can't find it. Oh, this one's really cute. It's Kamitachi ni Hirowareta Otoko?
Something to the gods, something.
Yeah, Kamitachi ni... Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Cool.
Hirowareta. What is...
By the Grace of the Gods.
Ooh, I see that in my Kindle like recommendations.
This is a really, really good one because he's a slime monster tamer. And it's super cute. This is one of those ones. It's not the summoning thing, but it's very similar where they have a job that's unconventional, but they make it super good.
Oh, that's so good. I love those too. Yeah.
And the art style is super cute.
It looks cute. Cute. Yeah, all of those. I could Death March into the Parallel World.
Death March is one that I started reading and I thought was really good, but then I got bored with it because I don't like the art style.
Oh, fair.
The art style is just a little too, I don't know the best way to describe it. It's just, it doesn't.
The anime was fine, but yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about the art style. Have you ever read The Newgate?
Newgate?
The Newgate?
Ooh, that doesn't sound familiar. Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. It's a mix of SAO and isekai.
Ooh, that looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same. It has the same premise in the beginning of SAO where it's a death game, but then the main character beats the final boss, and it's teleported to the same world but real life 500 years after.
Oh,
yeah, it's super weird. But it's so good.
Interesting. Oh god, there's so many that are just so good.
What did you think of Overlord?
I like Overlord. I just read I just watched the anime, and the second season wasn't as good, but the first season I liked.
First season is super good.
Yeah, it's super good. And I love him. He's so cute. And just like I just keep thinking, oh man, how are you going to keep convincing them that you know what you're doing good? Because they are so much more competent than you.
Yeah.
But it's so fun. I love that. That's a great series.
Oh snap! I'm starting to go through my history. There are some ones that I have not thought about in a long time. Like Hitman Reborn.
Oh.
Did you ever read Hitman?
I did not.
Or Reborn? That's an old classic. That is a classic one.
Not the video game, guys.
Bartender was really good. That's a really, really good one. For some reason, I really get into those ones where it's real world. In the Japanese manga ones.
Where it's not a game?
Yeah, so Bartender was one that I, for some reason, got really big into, where it's a Japanese bartender in... where is it? In Chiba, in the Chiba district of Tokyo. And it's just really good because you get through these stories, and it's how he mixes drinks for people, and like why he gives them the drink that he gives them depending on what situation they're going through.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really good. For some reason, I was super into it when I was a kid. That one. Another one that I was really obsessed with, you might know this one, Half Prince.
Half Prince? You've
never read Half Prince?
No. What is this? That sounds interesting. Yeah, I might have to check this out. That's kind of right up my alley.
And then another one was Beelzebub. That's a Japanese one.
Yeah, I don't think I think I know it, but I don't think I've ever watched it. Man, all the thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, these are such. Oh, and Gameran. That's a good one. That's kind of like a historical one.
I know I didn't watch Beelzebub. I hate it when they have kids. I'm just like, why is there baby?
Don't you have kids?
No, I do not have kids. I don't.
Oh, for some reason, I swear I thought you said you had kids.
I have cats that are my kids.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that works. Oh, man.
And so usually when I see it, like a baby in a thing, I'm just like, I'm going to hate it.
No, see, this one is interesting, though, because he gets his powers from the baby. Because the baby is the prince of hell.
Of course it
is. Like, the premise of this story is that the devil, or that not necessarily... Okay, for all my Christian audiences, let's put it this way. The idea of hell in Japanese culture is very different from the way that we look at it. So the devil technically isn't necessarily like the devil. He is, but it's more he's just the ruler of hell, where it's okay. Just you have to. It's really hard trying to explain this. But
yeah, Japanese hell, Jikoku is different, but then they also have Christian stuff, and just like they all meld together in some weird convoluted way.
But basically, in this world, the ruler of hell has a kid. The kid needs a caretaker, and he picks a high school delinquent.
Because of course.
Yeah, because duh. And basically, it's the story of this progression between the relationship between him raising this baby and at the same time trying to protect this baby. It's super interesting. I really loved it when I was a kid, but just the stuff that you read when you're kids.
Yeah.
I used to think Naruto was so good.
I actually never read Naruto, or I've never watched Naruto. I watched a little bit because it was at the anime club, and I was just like, I don't care.
I'll be honest. I did finish the manga.
Wow.
I did finish it.
Jesus. Oh,
and it has a very good story. I just think it's overhyped.
Yeah, a lot of those shonen ones, after a while, they just draw out, and then it's just like, okay, you can go away now.
Bakuman! Did you ever read Bakuman? That was a weird one, because it was a manga about a mangaka.
Oh God, I might. Did I watch this? This looks familiar. When did the anime come out?
That was a weird one, because it was a manga about a manga, basically.
Oh God, this looks like. Is this the? Oh yeah,
this
illustrated by the guy
who
did Death Note. Yeah, I was like, this looks familiar. Yeah.
Oh gosh, Death Note. That Netflix adaptation was garbo.
I didn't. I was like, do I want? No, I don't want to make myself sad.
Have you seen that meme where it's the manga, the anime, and the Netflix adaptation?
No.
It's a super. Oh gosh, we're gonna get into this. That's a meme you need to watch.
If it's a meme, just assume I haven't seen it, because my wife knows all the memes, and I'm just like, what?
Here you go.
How do I? I'm on the internet.
You're gonna love this. I guarantee you. You're gonna laugh so hard at these.
Oh God. I see a Sailor Saturn.
Okay, hold on, wait. Where's Sailor Saturn at?
It's at the very right. Just a big one. I don't know.
Is it Sailor Saturn?
The one with the short hair?
Oh, the one that I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, so this is this one. This is something. It's just where they take random ones.
Oh God.
Yeah, that one's really good.
That's legit. Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh my God. Oh, funny. Okay, yeah, that's super fair.
Yeah. Oh, this one doesn't make sense at all.
No.
Whatever. Oh, here you go. That's a good one.
Oh God.
This is what this meme is.
That makes me so sad.
But yeah, so it's kind of like this, where the manga is perfect. It is so good. The anime is really, really good. And then the Netflix adaptation is utter garbage. For example, Netflix did a Full Metal Alchemist live action.
I can't imagine how that would be good.
It was so bad. It was so bad. They also did a... Okay, hold on. They did Death Note. Oh, Bleach. That one was also very bad.
I want to show that to my wife, because she was big into Bleach. And it's like, let us make your eyes bleed, Christy.
Here's the thing. I got into Bleach. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this. Let me set this up. I love Bleach. Bleach is really good. I skipped the entire series between when he lost his Shinigami powers after the fight with this shows you how long it's been since I read it.
Aizen?
With Aizen, yes. The entire Fullbring saga. I skipped that whole thing.
That's fair.
And then I got immediately into the oh gosh.
What are they called?
Kaiser. It's the what is that character? He's the last. It's Ishida's character.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What are they called? They're
don't remember. I genuinely can't remember. Quincy's. The Quincy's.
Quincy. There we go. Oh,
the Quincy Rebellion.
Yeah.
And then I skipped all the way to that. So I skipped an entire 300 chapters almost.
A lot of
how long is that? The Fullbring arc.
It's so drawn out and
it's so dumb. I get why they had to do it.
And then didn't end. It just rushed the ending. It's just like poor Bleach, but fair. It was. I
actually liked the ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was super interesting. Him having to relearn how to use his Shinigami powers. I thought it was super good. Overview. Let's see. Are you going to tell me what chapters this was? I don't think so.
There are too many. We don't want to show you.
Oh, it gives it to me in the anime. Boo. Oh wait, here we go. Chapter 433. I think that was the earliest chapter that had it. 432, maybe. Wait, I need to figure this out. In any case, the entire Fullbring saga is garbage. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't watched or read it, but Christy tells me all about these things. I can't remember a single thing. So it's like, that's saying something. Just but no. And skip that.
Yeah, that's basically how I am. Where I tell people about certain things, and I'll tell them just to skip this because it's so bad. But the main reason why I liked the ending of Bleach was because. Okay, so this is going to get long and drawn out, but I don't care because it's my podcast and you like this kind of stuff.
I do.
With Bleach, the intro of Bleach is him borrowing powers, right? Initially, that's where he gets that giant sword and then it breaks, right?
Yeah.
But then he gets his Zangetsu, right? And he had to do this whole hard thing about getting Zangetsu, right? In my opinion, I think it was a good way, the way that they went about it, with him losing his Shinigami powers, because from the beginning they were borrowed powers. It was, or at least that's how I think about it. His first interaction with Rukia is him stealing that power, basically. And then it jump starts it, right? But it's still borrowed power. And that entire time, his Ryatsu is running off of Rukia's, basically. Yes, it's growing, but it was all started because of Rukia's. Because of the Fullbring saga, where he lost it completely and then had to get it back. That's why I liked that idea. I like the idea behind the Fullbring, where it was jump-starting his powers with his own powers. And then so that's why I really liked it when they reforged his what's the word? His not what are the swords called?
Zanpakuto?
Yeah, that's the word. I liked that idea because it's the idea that it's all his. There was no middleman. There was no him jump starting at powers. That's why I liked it. It was a good idea, the Fullbring saga, and I think they fixed it a little bit with the Quincy Rebellion. But I don't know. I really liked the direction that they took it. I don't know. What did you think?
I mean, I would get it all third hand, second hand.
It's a good. So you've never read or watched Bleach?
No, everything I know about Bleach is from my wife's blog because she had
Really?
a pretty like good blog, like a comedy blog, and so everything I know is kind of warped by that. So part of me thinks of some of these characters as very silly, and it's like, no, they're like rah, rah, rah.
Right.
And so it's like Grimjaw, I think of him as a cat because that is how he is portrayed in the book. And it's just like, I'm sure he's a lot more grr, but
okay then.
No, I just think kitty. But what I got from hearing her rant is that it just was very rushed at the end, where there's like a lot of build up, and that Tight Kubo had just to finish it up because they were canceling it, and it's just like a lot of like loose ends and things that weren't explained in just this whole giant story, and just went, and here's your ending, and now he has kids and they're married, and it's like, oh, so there's
That
just
is
this
true.
thud at the
I
end.
will agree that there was like an abrupt cutoff.
Yeah,
that I will agree with. And I think, given the time that he was given, I think he did okay.
Yeah, he probably did the best he could.
Yeah.
The fans will always be like, but there's this and that, and why? And yeah,
100%. I'm still surprised One Piece is still going. If I'm going to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
Hey everyone. We'd like to take a moment to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Are you searching for a good therapist, but just don't know where to look? BetterHelp is an online service that can assess your needs through a quick survey and matches you with your own licensed professional therapist. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it is professional counseling done securely online. Especially in this time of uncertainty, BetterHelp is available for clients worldwide and may be exactly what you're looking for. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's counselor network, which may not be locally available in many areas. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. I even used BetterHelp. It was so easy to find a therapist and regularly get a hold of them. You can message them at any time and even set up video conferences to talk live with your therapist. Visit betterhelp.com/TCT podcasts to get 10% off your first month and join the over 500,000 people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. That's betterhelp.com/TCT PODCASTS.
Honestly, I haven't thought about One Piece, and I often don't go for the really long series, which is why I didn't watch Naruto, Bleach. I only know from and I've never actually watched or read One Piece. It's just once they get to a certain amount, I'm like, that's a lot of trouble. Give me a summary and
right.
Good.
See, the interesting thing is that the reason why I'm okay with these super long Chinese ones is because they're not 45-page volumes. Each chapter is about 6 pages. That's why I'm okay with it. It's because the chapters are so short where it keeps me entertained, basically.
Also,
like there's one that I'm reading. Oh no, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, and a lot of times those don't seem to have any filler or anything. Everything is just go, 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 go. Whereas Bleach, I feel like there's filler.
There's a lot of filler.
Naruto, there's filler. It's just like, that's how they make their money, is
especially
they
in
going.
The animes.
Especially in the anime. Oh gosh. Because they're waiting. It's like, we need more chapters because they didn't make it. So we will make this beach episode. It's like,
yeah, it's and I think, I don't know why Japan went this way. I feel so bad for the culture, kind of, because I feel like a lot of it did go to fan service.
Yeah, it sure did.
Which in my head, that sucks, because you have really good story arcs, like in my opinion, like The New Gate, like Tales of Demons and God, like Solo Leveling, where there's absolutely okay, I won't say absolutely no fan service. There's very little fan service, and it's all story and art based.
Yeah.
And then you have stuff on the opposite end of the spectrum where it's almost purely fan service.
Yeah. All of the different moe types. And, part of me can appreciate it sometimes. It's like, okay, that's fun. But when it's just inundated with it, it's like,
Yeah.
but also it's a little bit of substance. Yeah.
And that's why I rarely bring up the fact that I like this stuff, is because a lot of it has that connotation of that weird aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I feel really weird telling people that I have these good stories that I read, but then sometimes there's that weird awkward stuff in that art style where it's all fan service.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can find stuff that fits your needs. Especially, it's kind of like comics. There are comics out there that are strictly, the art style is fan service.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
And then you have comics. Okay, I'll give you an example. I love comics too. I'm an all-around nerd, basically.
Nice.
I like Asian comics. I like anime. I like movies. I like cartoons. I like books, gaming. Anything that you can name, probably, I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. All the way. 100%. So I've read comics where there is a lot of fan service. But then you have stuff like my favorite comic, which is the Superior Spider-Man series. And it is all story driven.
Oh, nice.
It's so good. If you've never read the Superior Spider-Man, anybody listening, you need to read Superior Spider-Man.
Is that the one where Doc Ock becomes Spider-Man?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I hear about it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, it is the best Spider-Man. I don't care what anybody says. Amazing Spider-Head, garbage. Get that out of my face. Superior Spider-Man with Doc Ock, that's where it's at.
Nice.
Because it's the whole thought process that he goes through. That's why I like it so much. Because I'm not going to explain it, because to explain it would be to ruin it for you. I'm telling you, read it. Read the first, I think it's the first 2 volumes, and I guarantee you will fall in love with it.
Ooh. I should look into it.
It's
comics,
so good.
I love comics because there's just so many good stories, but sometimes I look at them like, I would have to spend so much money to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Just sometimes it's just like, oof.
It's kind of like, but I think the interesting thing too about mainstream superheroes is that you miss out on a lot of good content. And that's my honest opinion, because of stuff like Superior Spider-Man, because of stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of Rune King Thor.
No.
Okay, I guarantee you, before you leave your desk, because I know you're going to play games too, just do a quick Google search. Anybody listening, I'm begging you. I'm not going to get on my knees, because then you won't be able to hear me. Please do a Google search of Rune King Thor. And you will fall into a black hole that is Marvel. This is the nitty gritty dark side of Marvel that is so good.
Oh my god, there's a giant Korra thing on it. Whoa, this is a big. Okay, I'm gonna read this later.
Oh, dude, Rune King Thor is the most overpowered version of Thor that you will ever find.
Whoa.
So good. So good.
Ooh.
And this is the kind of stuff that you can't find just from liking the movies or the cartoons. You have to do just weird research. And it's so good.
But it's like there's so many good stories. It's like I read all the wikis for different superheroes and but sometimes it's like, but the cost to get into that. But man, yeah, I'm like, to know this, it's like, how do I know which volumes to get, which artists? It's like
actually no. So now that I've been doing a little bit of looking, this is a good way to explain it. So you know the Eternals that's coming out? Yes. How it deals with that super powered group of beings or whatever. Basically, Rune King Thor is the version where he meets the Eternals on the same level. Not that, the Eternals are coming down, but that Rune King Thor meets them at their level.
Hey guys, gonna jump in here real quick. Fact checking myself after the fact. It's not the Eternals. They're a group called Those Who Sit Above in Shadows. And basically they were the gods to the Norse gods. So I made a little mistake, but here I am trying to fix it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Ooh. It's so good. I guarantee you will not. Because here's the thing. Those are my two favorite superheroes of all time. Those variations. Superior Spider-Man and Rune King Thor. Two favorite superheroes of all time. Nobody can tell me different.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna save this.
Oh, dude, nerds are so much fun. We're so much more entertaining.
We are, but also, man, I'm gonna spend money, aren't I?
Oh, dude, I go to bed with a headache every night just because I'm always reading stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fall asleep reading Chinese comics.
Nice.
90% of the time, you can ask my wife. 90% of the time, I will fall asleep reading comics.
I get told, go to sleep. It's like, but one more time. No, go to bed.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like, there was a tweet that went out about bedtime procrastination or something. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh, it's super
I can imagine.
No, so it was a tweet that went out from, here we go. I don't know if this is true. If anybody out there listening, if this is true, you can tell me. So apparently in Chinese, or in Taiwan specifically, this person's from Taiwan, there is a term that translates to revenge bedtime procrastination, where basically it's a phenomenon in which people who don't have much control over their daytime life refuse to sleep early in order to regain some sense of freedom during late night hours.
Oh my God, this explains my college years.
Right? Where it's
wow.
like you get no sleep because you're always doing work. Like you get home at 11 o'clock because you go to class from 8 to 4 and then you work 5 to 10 and then you get home and it's 11 o'clock and you spend the next 3 hours playing video games, reading books, reading comics. That's been my entire life since college.
Yes. Wow. I was just like, oh man. Putting a name to it, it's just like,
it's so weird.
It's like, I feel like I've been to a therapist. Oh my God. I learned a truth about myself. Oh no.
And it's super interesting because I heard that and I was like, that is exactly me perfectly. I do that every night. It doesn't matter what it is. Recently I got into Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Which I played Harvest Moon like crazy when I was a kid. So Stardew Valley is perfect for me because it mixes RPG, fantasy, combat, and fighting with Harvest Moon.
Yep. It's Harvest Moon on crack, and it's so good.
Oh, and it's so good.
And when you get play your first, is this your first go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm on year 2 in almost at the end of summer.
Okay. Enjoy the new stuff. Enjoy it, but when you finish it and you're like, I want to play again, but I already did it. Do Stardew Valley Expanded. It just adds more characters, more plays. It's so good.
Oh wait, is that like how you get to like the volcano and stuff?
No, that's the expansion.
That's still main. Oh,
that is still main game.
Whoa.
His he just constantly adds content to this game.
He's super cool.
He's amazing. But if you do Stardew Valley Expanded, there are even more areas, more characters, and that's not made by Concerned Ape, but it's made by fans, and it's so good.
That's super cool because
there's a lot of good mods out there.
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I think I'm on fall 7 of year 2.
Not bad.
I'm trying to get to level 100 of the Skull Cavern.
Okay.
And I still have not found a prismatic orb or shard.
Yeah, it takes a while for that
too.
So
I have a lava katana,
Not bad. Yeah.
And I think the best thing that I have right now is actually, no, I found the golden scythe.
Oh, good.
So I did find
Mm-hmm.
that, but then I think the thing that I've upgraded the most is a golden pickaxe.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna want more iridium.
Yeah.
All
Well,
the
no. So
iridium.
I got the hero, or what is it? That ring. It takes like 5 iridium and then 50 light essence and 50 void essence.
Is that the iridium ring? It might be the
I don't
iridium
know.
ring.
It's basically a magnet ring, a light ring, and a ruby ring all in
Yeah,
one.
that's the iridium ring. Yeah.
Okay.
That
Or
one's
yeah.
good.
Then yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
such. Oh.
Oh, it's
But yeah.
so
So
good.
that was the thing that I would do. So I would come up here. I would do work
Mm-hmm.
until 5 o'clock. Some days I would do recording, so I'd get out of here at 8:30, and then I would go and I would spend some time with my wife. But then when she was going to bed, I would play Stardew Valley till like 2 in the morning,
Nice. Yeah.
which is
It's
very unhealthy.
yeah, but it's also it's like, but I must.
Yeah, no. In my head, doing any one of those things, whether it's reading a book, reading comics,
Mm-hmm.
reading or playing on my Switch, any one of those things, that's my head saying, okay, cool. This is your unwind time. Now it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. That makes
Like
sense.
for some reason, it's just really weird for me to just, after spending time with my wife, just go boom, bedtime.
Mm-hmm. You need kind of that me time to unwind and just be
Yeah.
like, and now I feel relaxed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody needs that.
I don't know. It's really weird because I've been doing that since 2013,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even before that. No, because I did that in high school too. Because I would do that where I would get home most days from school at 5 o'clock, and then I would have stuff to do around the house, whether it was homework or whatever. And then at night I would sneak playing Final Fantasy on my Game Boy
Nice.
or my PSP, because I just found my PSP, and I
Ooh, that's a
found.
relic.
Oh yeah, and I'm about to play that sucker too because I have Crisis Core
Mm-hmm.
and did you ever play Dissidia?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love Dissidia.
The city is fun. Yeah.
So I have Duodecim.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that I just found that again. I'm like, I'm gonna play this like
Yeah.
crazy.
But now Stardew. Oh, how do you decide?
No, and my wife just started playing Hollow Knight.
Oh, I haven't played that.
It's
Is it fun?
really good. And I like it for the gameplay. I like those Metroidvania clones.
Mm-hmm.
She likes it for the gameplay, but more for the music. She's such a fan of the music.
Ah, nice. Okay.
So
I want to see if I can get my wife to play that. Let's see.
you should.
Because she is currently on she will always play Stardew. So she has more hours than me times 5 because she finds new ways to play it. She got into the expanded. She'll say,
oh yeah,
this run I'm going to do the what does she call it? The I don't know, the good neighbor run, where she, anytime somebody asks her for something, she will have to do it. She has to greet everybody. She has to give a gift every week. I'm just like, why do you do this to yourself? It's a job.
I barely did that with Abigail. I can't imagine doing that with everybody.
Yeah, she's hardcore. She loves the game, and now she's trying to beat Journey of the Prairie King. It's like, oh man, that's dedication.
That's a dedication.
Stardew.
One game that I highly recommend to everybody is Octopath Traveler by Square Enix. That's a good game. If you like deep story, that's a really good game to play.
Ooh, what is this?
So basically the premise of the game is you start out with one character and you have to go and pick up 7 other characters, and you can go through each of their stories.
Oh, that's okay. Cool.
And then throughout the game, there's these little interactions between all of the characters, depending on where you're at in the game.
Man, I have so many bookmarks of suggestions from you.
I'm so
My
sorry,
God.
but at the same time, I'm very much not.
my list of look at this. I went from this to this. It's like, oh wow, oh god.
This is what happened. Okay, for anybody who's not into this kind of stuff, this is what happens when nerds get together.
It's like, oh, look at this and this and this and oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I've never heard of that. I'll have to check it out. And then next thing you know, you're checking out 20 new things.
Nerds unite.
Nerds. Oh, I love being a nerd.
It's so fun.
It's so much fun. I'm trying to get my wife to be a nerd because she's the arts and craftsy, make DIY projects for the house kind of person, which I love. I love that about her. But at the same time, I'm slowly trying to get her into the nerdier side of life. So I got her hooked on Animal Crossing first.
Nice.
And then she started playing Octopath because she liked the storylines and how the game played. She likes the wait time style of Final Fantasy. And then she remembered that her brother played Hollow Knight and that she liked the music. So we recently just got that because it was $15. And she has been playing that nonstop. I was like, did I finally do it? Did I finally bring her into the realm?
Stardew's next. You can say, oh, honey, we can play together. We can have a farm together.
And she has a Switch because I got her one for her 22nd birthday.
Ooh, yeah. Just be like, look, we can be buddies.
And I also got her Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the Switch. So we play that together.
Nice.
That was a game that I played a lot when I was a kid.
I remember being like, there's no story or it's weird. I played it with my brother and it's like, what are we doing? What's the plot of this? I don't know.
There is a plot, but you only find out that there is a plot at the end game.
Oh yeah, I don't think we ever got that far. I was just like,
there's a crazy thing. I think you have to get to year 10.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's long. But there is definitely a story.
I might have to look that up.
Because the crazy part too is that you could cheat the end of the game if you had a Game Boy.
Really?
Yeah. So you know how there was you could get the connectors and play like 4 swords? Yeah, so you could do the same thing in Crystal Chronicles where you could play 4 players if you had 3 other Game Boys. But at the end of the game, you had to do a certain task, but you didn't know. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can remember this correctly, because I'm going to do this based on memory to see if I'm a real nerd. At the end of the game, you have to do certain tasks and beat the final boss, but doing so, you use up memories throughout that you've gained through the game. So like those little cutscenes that you get at crossroads and at towns, you use those up at the end of the game. But it doesn't tell you how many memories you have. The only way that you could find out how many memories you had was if you had a Game Boy. When you had a Game Boy, when you played as another character, it gave you the number of memories that you had.
Oh.
It was super weird.
Huh. That is super weird.
I feel like old games were a lot better at hiding stuff like that.
Yeah. It's like, here's a little thing. Tee-hee, you won't find it unless you do it this way.
It's very missed out. You miss out on a lot of that. Man, it's just, I feel like old video games were a lot better at Easter eggs.
Yeah.
In terms of just how they hit it. Kind of like that, where you could play the whole game and never find it unless you played it the specific way with a Game Boy.
Yes. Yeah.
Being a nerd is hard.
It is hard. I think it helps that we have the internet now. So I was like, I'm gonna Google this. Somebody.
Dude, I've done so many deep dives into Star Wars lore.
Oh my god, that is a deep hole.
Which we could probably do an episode just on Star Wars lore and have like 50 people in here. There's
my wife and I just finished The Mandalorian, so we've been watching Clone Wars next, and now we're like, oh my god, I just like learning. It's just like, who's that? What's that? Where are they going? What was that in the movies? And just us Googling. It's like, what was this planet again? Oh, that's where it was from.
I'm gonna end it on this, because if we keep going down this hole, we're gonna keep talking for another hour. I am so excited for the New Republic, or for I think it's called the High Republic.
I didn't know.
Have you heard anything about that?
No.
It's super cool. Basically, think Star Wars mixed with a little bit of Arthurian legend. Just a little bit, not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
When is this set?
Oh crap. That I'm not 100% sure on. I think it's 1,000 years before the events of the Phantom Menace.
Oh man, so yeah, it would be, because it was like in the peak time, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, some of the lightsabers that they're super cool. Oh wait, that's not. I need timeline. Oh, I was super wrong. So is a period of time that lasted around 200 years, approximately between 300 BBY and 82 BBY.
What does the BBY stand for?
Before the Battle of Yavin. Which was the Battle of Yavin was the end of the first movie. The first movie that came chronologically in our time. So episode 4, I think. Yeah, the Battle of Yavin is... Yeah, the Death Star is destroyed by the Rebel Alliance.
Got it.
I think the first time. Yeah, the first Death Star. Yep. So that's... I don't know why they picked the Battle of Yavin as that, but yeah, so that's how they separate their timeline as I guess that would be the turning point of the war between the rebels and the Empire, so that would make sense. Yeah, so technically it's 200 years around. Well, because the Phantom Menace, let's see here. Phantom Menace is, I want to say, 82 BBY sounds right. Like I said, this is going to be a massive black hole if we keep talking about this.
Yeah, and just like...
Outer Rim. Nope, not that. Oh, okay. So 82 BBY is when Qui-Gon Jinn was born.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's an interesting little tidbit. The Phantom Menace takes place around 30. Math. I know how to do math. In the Phantom Menace, he's 12, right?
Was he 12?
That sounds right. So 29 BBY. That's my guess. I'm scrolling down. No, I was wrong. 32 BBY is when Anakin Skywalker is taken from Naboo. I'm so sorry, from Tatooine. So yeah, so that makes sense. So technically, the High Republic is 50 years. High Republic is 250 years, roughly, before the events of the Phantom Menace.
That's a good amount of time. Yeah, so they would be... Oof.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to another black hole.
I'm just like, I didn't hear about this, and now it looks so... Ooh, I like her.
Yeah. And then you get into the precursor of the Jedi before they became the Jedi.
Interesting.
Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So, Mandy, thank you so much. I have had so much fun talking with another major nerd like myself.
Oh, my pleasure. This is so fun. Now I'm just like, I have so many black holes I want to go down forever.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. If anybody wants to find you, where can they find you?
They can find me at Twitter or Instagram at Mandy Miyahira. That's the both handles for either. And my Twitter's a little more active. My Instagram has cats. If you like my cats, please follow because they're cute. They're but they're cute.
Good to know.
Oh, and you can also find I'm part of the Dungeons and Randomness cast. So we are currently in Arc 4. So please check us out.
Please check that out. This is my favorite podcast, guys. I listen to that more actively than anything else. So, no, it's genuinely. And as of right now, I don't have a favorite group because they're all so good. So I'm playing a neutral diplomatic answer.
That's cool. Good. Because it's like, you could say Group Gray, but I keep hearing things about the other groups. And I'm like, oh no, they're so good.
They're
How do
so
we beat
good.
that?
Yeah. So anyway, everybody at home, please remember, and this is just a little reminder from me.
Hey there, everybody! Thank
just
you so
remember
much
to get some
for
sunlight and
listening
some
to this
water
part
because
in
you're
our series about the
basically a
Dungeons and
houseplant with
Randomness
complicated
podcast.
emotions.
Hopefully, you really enjoy the
Bye now.
content that Mandy and I made. I really enjoy her as a person. She's a lot of fun. Please go check out the Dungeons and Randomness podcast. They're a bunch of great people, and they make a lot of really, really good content. Jason does a really good job, and all the cast members and Brianna, they all do just fantastically on it. So please go check them out and give them some support. And we'll see you guys on our next episode in the Dungeons and Randomness series.